Kamala Harris killed it on Fox News last night. I mean, she killed it. Not just answering the questions from, obviously, Brett Boehner, who was trying to give her gotcha questions, but also in the ratings. As you can see here, more people tuned in to her on Fox News than Donald Trump on Univision. Now, more on that in a few moments, but the thing I really wanted to talk about on this case is that Fox News hosted a town hall with Donald Trump, a town hall full of women, where he obviously decided to put his foot in his mouth all over again. Harris Faulkner, the token black lady, well, one of the token black ladies on Fox News, decided to give Donald Trump an audience, and it screwed up in the worst possible ways. Take a look.
I want to share with you Senators Warnock and Ossoff, Mayor Bottoms and Atlanta Mayor Bottoms, and Amber Thurman's family have come out on a press call, and they're doing what's called a pre-buttal 2-hour town hall right now.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah? And I want to
Get better ratings, I promise.
Now, before I go into my rage, I want to give you an idea as to who Amber Thurman was. She was a woman who died because she couldn't get an abortion. The pregnancy that she was going under was life-threatening. And thanks to Donald Trump's abortion ban, and by the way, he's still proud of ending Roe v. Wade, she couldn't get an abortion, and she died. Now, all of you know my stances on abortion. I made them very, very clear in videos in the past. This is definitely an exception that should have happened. Because Donald Trump, and he's still proud of this, Donald Trump ended Roe v. Wade, and she lived in a state, Georgia, that upheld those abortion bans. She died. She died for no reason at all. And now comes the rage. Now, I don't have a clip of the, well, actually I have a video of an ad that Kamala Harris actually did with Amber Thurman's family. But the rage I feel is towards Donald Trump and the audience there just laughing about it. Now, obviously they're empty-headed fools and they probably don't know who Amber Thurman is or the circumstances. If they don't, shame on them. If they do, fuck them. But when you laugh at something like this, it only shows your inhumanity. And it just makes you look more like the asshole that we all know he is. But it just keeps getting worse. Take a look at this next clip.
I got a call from Katie Britt, a young, just a fantastically attractive person from Alabama. She's a senator. And she called me up like emergency, because an Alabama judge had ruled that the IVF clinics were illegal and they have to be closed down. A judge ruled. And she said, friends of mine came up to me and they were so angry. I didn't even know they were going, it's fertilization. I didn't know they were even involved in it. Nobody talks about it. They don't talk about it. But now that they can't do it, she said, I was attacked. In a certain way, I was attacked. And I said, explain IVF very quickly. And within about 2 minutes, I understood it. I said, no, we're totally in favor of IVF.
Trump, do you even know what IVF is? I don't think you even know. I don't think in that 2 minutes that you say that you found out about it, that you understood it, I don't think you ever understood it. IVF is in vitro fertilization. A woman can't find no, I shouldn't explain it that way. It's where a woman actually Christ, what I'm trying to explain it is when a woman gets pregnant, that man doesn't impregnate her. And the fact is, and another thing, why would you even mention the fact that the senator, Katie Britt from Alabama, was attractive? Who gives a damn? But it only hammers home that the only thing that Donald Trump cares about is about women, let me put it that way, is the fact that they're attractive. If they're sexy, I want to fuck this woman in Donald Trump's mind. If they're ugly in Donald Trump's mind, if they're ugly, I want nothing to do with them. But this whole thing just hammers down how inhumane Donald Trump really is in this country. But it really just shows, it should show to me and it should show to you that he doesn't give a damn about women's lives. That he doesn't give a damn about why these women are so frightened of Donald Trump becoming president. Because it's more than just abortion that's at stake. Donald Trump has already made clear, Project 2025 has already made clear that they think the woman's place should be in the home, that they should not be working, and then a lot of times, a lot of people think they shouldn't have the right to vote. I wish I could say that it begins and ends with abortion, but unfortunately, it just keeps getting worse. Donald Trump is continuing to lie about Springfield, Ohio. The Haitians eating the dogs, They're eating the dogs. They're eating the geese. And now he's trying to dig himself out of the hole that I would say that J.D. Vance put him in, but honestly, the hole that J.D. Vance and Donald Trump put themselves in. And frankly, it's futile.
Springfield, Ohio, they have 50,000, 52,000 people. No problems, no real crime, beautiful community. They just dropped 30,000 illegal aliens in Springfield, Ohio, and it's become a different place. We're going to destroy our country. Our country is going...
Actually,
it's horrible.
You know, there's more to that story. They are here legally. Yep. And there are programs that the current administration has put into place to do those flights. So we recently learned, we didn't have any number to compare it to, so all of a sudden we knew 1.5 million people had come in through those flights. And we know the numbers have lessened at the border because of what they're doing, partially right. Well, I mean, the timing of it is interesting, right?
In case you haven't noticed, Harris Faulkner, from Fox News, is fact-checking. She just fact-checked Donald Trump. Oh boy, Harris, watch your back, because you know Donald Trump's gonna make you the enemy on Truth Social. So make sure you watch your back. But he continuously lies about everything. How much longer are we going to put up with this? How much longer are Donald Trump supporters going to put up with it? Enough is enough. He's proud that he ended Roe v. Wade. That he put a lot of women's lives in this country in danger. Before I started this video, I listened to on the Twitter space, along with some friends of mine. Well, I like to think of them as friends. We actually simulcasted and listened to the rally in Wisconsin with Vice President Tim Walz going first, Mark Cuban in the mix, and Vice President Kamala Harris. The energy there was amazing. I got goosebumps thinking about it. No, I'm not joking around. I am. I really do. I'm sensing the same vibes that I saw in 2008 and 2012 with Barack Obama. The enthusiasm for Harris is real. And that's enthusiasm. Now, she's doing her part. She's giving us the policies that she wants to run on. But we've got to do our part. Make a plan and vote. Early voting has started in a lot of the cities, in a lot of the states in this country, including my own here in Ohio. I made up my plan. My families have made up their, members of my family have made up their plans. Make your plan and vote. Because as much as Donald Trump supporters want to complain and bitch and whine about how things are bad now, there will be 10 times worse, 100 times worse if Donald Trump gets into office. You saw evidence that he doesn't care about women who die because they couldn't get abortions. And you heard the crowd when Donald Trump said, I hope we get better rains than they do. You piece of shit. You're talking about a family that lost a loved one. When you show, and I said this before in the previous video, when you lack empathy, that's when you turn evil. And that was evil, in my view. Do not vote for this man. Do not support this man any longer. Because it has just gotten so out of control with this guy. Enough is enough. We are exactly 19 days away from the next election. The stakes could not be any higher for this country and its people. Do we want a man who shows no empathy for a woman who died? Who continuously lies about people who... Have you noticed that the people that he lies on are not white? Now, I don't want to make this into race, but it's a very, very... It really does occur to me that every single person that Donald Trump has disparaged or dehumanized, they're not white. They're people of color. That should tell you something. As I said in the previous video, Donald Trump is echoing Adolf Hitler. And he's continuing to echo Adolf Hitler. We need to take notice. And we need to take notice now. 19 days. CTP, know the truth. God bless. Peace to the left, justice to the right.